and welcome to my channel, AB Make It Artwork, where we do what we do to make that artwork for you. And I'd like to welcome you to log day 4 of my Sketchbook Slam Challenge in Inktober. I started off the day, I think, moderately well, and then gradually I felt like, yeah, I've got enough time to go back and redo some of these drawings. And then I stayed up till 3 in the morning. It's currently maybe 9. I got up at like 8:20. So I decided, like, first thing in the morning, I was watching this BuzzFeed video about these high heel pants. And this is the first drawing. I like the second drawing better because I feel like it showed off the heel. I don't know, I was trying to go for some like upward angle. It just didn't translate very well. Following with the Lana J prompts, I decided to draw some bunnies. And these first two weren't from any reference, and then the rest of them were from references found through Google. And I liked the reference bunnies better because I realized, oh, I don't really know what a bunny looks like. And they were all so cute. Especially the screaming one. Sometimes I like to think, what is he screaming about? And this was a thumbnail that I did for it. I was going back and forth with my pages like I tend to do from time to time. And the flower with the familiar was Forget-Me-Not. And I decided I wanted to like have that color of the Forget-Me-Nots because that's one of the prominent things about a Forget-Me-Not is that it's colored a particular way. And just trying to draw little circles may not translate to the correct flower. So I got my my cheap watercolors out, and I added some Forget-Me-Nots. And I feel like it was a really nice pop of color. Like, I really enjoyed this. I forgot what I was watching. It was some lore about bending the ink machine. I decided I wanted to draw Alice Angel. This was sort of from one of the posters of her. The rest were me incorporating her more in my style of how I draw characters from time to time. I love how this one came out. This one was my favorite. I shared it on Instagram, so it was my favorite. And I liked how this layout came out so much that I wanted to repeat it again, where I did a bunch of different portraits, followed by a upper torso drawing of the character. And I really like how the succubus came out. And I don't know, if you guys want to help name her, you can drop some names in the comments section. So this was the prompt, Underwater. I'll probably write down that title underneath it eventually, I just didn't do it. And I used Tombow dual brush pens, my Micron, and a gel pen to do all these nice little highlights. I did 2 little kind of thumbnails beforehand. And Tasteful Nudity, Croaky Cafe. Oddly enough, I like how this came out the best. I don't know what it was today. I was just drawing them really big. There might have been some video about making big, expressive lines. No mistakes. And I was like, okay, dude, chill. These ones I did with pencil. I started most of these off with pencils. And I can't remember if this is a 2-minute or longer. I'm thinking all these were 2 minutes, and then I just went back to refine them by going over them with a fine liner. And this one I actually came up with an outfit for her and sort of him. It's kind of madrigal-y. Like they're in a play together, or maybe they're doing ballet. I like this pose because he's framing her bottom. And if you've ever watched the Croaky Cafe, this is from the 2 for 2 special. And these two were quite adorably silly from time to time when they had to figure out doing poses together. Like she would start giggling and he'd just like have this weird smile. Well, not weird, just like a little smirk. This came out interesting. I wasn't sure how much I would like it if I did these bold kind of lines. I messed up this one, and then I just decided to recreate the pose with white gel pen on black paper because I was just too lazy about the mistake. Like I kept messing it up by adding more pencil and then marker, and then I just felt really bad about it. Now this is what I mean by like, I thought I had like enough time and energy to go back and refine some of these. Like these were 15-second poses. These were 30-second and 45 seconds. Like these ones were 30 seconds and these ones were 45. But I had the intent that I was just gonna use them as like blank models and then draw clothes on them and give them better expressions. But I think I like the idea of having them as just blank dolls, so that if I ever want to utilize these poses in the future, I can, and then I can make them something more. But I found that the model, the male model for the 2 for 2 special, he was really ambitious about his poses, and he would do these really crazy, complicated poses. And like visually, they're really interesting, but also really weird to translate in 15 or 30 seconds. And then these were 1 minute. I definitely was gonna go over these with an outfit. Then I just got too tired. I like how this came out, going back with that idea of doing little portraits framed in color, and then a torso drawing. I mean, I might ink this in eventually. Maybe after all this is said and done, I'll like go back and ink him in so that he's a bit darker. All those lines. I think these were 2-minute poses. And again, I was gonna draw clothes on her, but then I got really tired after doing, I decided to do like T-Kip's prompt of like the dryads. And I drew these tree women, and I think they came out really pretty. Like I went with expressive lines with my pencil, and then I went over it with the Tombow brush pen. And you can see where the brush pen went over like pencils. But I really like how this tree came out. Like these were from my imagination. And these little imp dudes were so much fun. Like I love the imps so much that I drew them again. And honestly, this guy is my favorite. I posted him on Instagram, but he's a lot paler, and then I realized like after I made the post about this being my last page of the day, that, oh, these guys look very pale and not very easy to spot. But after I made the post, I decided to go over it with a red ink wash, scarlet ink wash. And I think it really made him pop out a lot more. It made several of the characters pop out a bit more. So we've got this imp, we've got this little gnome, we've got this merfolk, a tree person. I don't know what he is. Maybe he's an elf, maybe he's a disguised troll, or maybe he's just a really old dude that's into magic. This guy looks like a bit of a goblin. I don't know. It was a fun day of mythical creatures and just playing with my pencils. And I think at the end of the day, this was my favorite page, aside from some of the loose gestures. Like this spread and this page, these were my favorite pages of day 4. And you're probably wondering, hey, wait, there's no video of you drawing any of these pages. Yeah, it was just one of those days where I was just like, I don't know what to draw that would be worth watching. So this is just kind of an update. And it was too late in the evening to record me drawing this. Like it was already 10 going on 11, and I was like, lighting sucks in my house. But I hope you don't mind that. I hope these like updates are really fun for you guys. And I guess if you got this far into this spoopy collection of log dates for Sketchbook Slammingtober, maybe drop a little ghosty to say hi, and that you're friendly little Caspers or Casparellas or whatever you want to be. Other than that, I hope that you guys are having a wonderfully spoopy and super sketchy Inktober. That if you are doing the Sketchbook Slam Challenge, I wish the utmost of luck to you. By the way, Sakura and Inktober are doing a giveaway And if you're on Instagram, if you at Sakura of America and at Inktober, you can possibly win a Sakura goodie bag. So if you want to see more about that kind of information, you can go to Jake Parker's Instagram. He posted it on his story, but I'm going to have those ads up on the screen so that you know what to type in to be put into the poll, because they're going to do it like once a week for this goodie bag. So best of luck. Tricks and treats, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Bye.